Hello and welcome to Spare Beer Reviews. Now, if you've been following me on Twitter or on Facebook, perhaps on Beer Drinkers United or something like that, you'll have seen I brought back a little hoard from Copenhagen and Malmö when I was out there. And one of the ones that I picked up that I was super excited and posted the picture like 1,000 times was this little fellow here. This is Cigar City's Alai IPA. This comes from Tampa in Florida and is one of, let's face it, many American IPAs. I'm just going to change the light a bit. That's better. One of many American IPAs that has a really good reputation. Bell's Hop Slam, Alai, Heady Topper. The list can go on and on. Americans are good at doing IPAs, and this is one that's just got a pretty good reputation. The can looks pretty awesome as well. It's just kind of completely covered in hops, as you can probably tell. I'm Swedish on the back, so I got this from, you wouldn't believe it, I got this from the Systembolaget, the Swedish nationalised alcohol shops, because you have to buy alcohol pretty much. I think it's anything above a very low percentage from the government-owned alcohol stores. So, without further ado, let's crack this little fellow open. If I can get my fingers under. Way. So it's a little bit frothy because it's just come back off an airplane. It's my little Mikkeller glass that I got from the Mikkeller bar. Pour as carefully as I can do to try and keep some sediment in. So we can see if we can get a nice clear glass going. But you know I like yeast and you know I don't mind. Oh dear. My epic pouring skills coming back into fruition as always. Indeed, actually, it has come out remarkably clear. If you give it a nice gentle pour, it's bottled / can conditioned, so there is still a lot of yeast in this can, which we'll pour out in a bit anyway. Lovely, lovely deep amber, copper sort of colour. Fantastic and clear despite being can conditioned. You know, it's really settled out quite well, to be honest. Lovely amount of head as well. I can see how I can just turn the glass and that head is just sticking around. It ain't going anywhere. It's not going anywhere at the top, is it? So let's get a nose in while I've got a massive head on it and give it a good old smell. Oh, heck almighty. Oh, yeah. IPAs are all about they're all about the aroma, aren't they? Oh, good lord. It's stupendously juicy. I'm getting tropical fruit in abundance, pineapples and mango. But like pawpaw, papaya, that kind of juicy, fleshy, tropical fruit. I'm getting a super, super herbal note as well, almost like peppermint tea, something minty, spearmint on the back of the palate, one of those kind of sweeter mint smells. But it is stupidly aromatic. It's almost in comparison with, say, Heady Topper. They've got different smell, different aroma about them. Heady Topper's like peaches and cream almost, and this is more, like I said, minty and herbal, but also tropically as well. Smells absolutely blooming stonking. Oh man! Right, just give me half an hour. I'll cut back in a minute. Just return. You know, leave me to it for a little while. Oh man, that's absolutely beautiful. It's an amazing smelling beer. Right, let's get a bit of sediment in because I always like a bit of sediment. Let's see what we get. There you go. Clouded up a little bit. Oh no, it really hasn't. Maybe it's really settled. It is relatively fresh actually. It was canned on November 5th, 2013. So 5 or so months, maybe even 6. 5 months. Yeah. So it's not the freshest, but it is still fresh, and it's gone all the way across from Tampa all the way to Sweden to be picked up by me in Malmö, which is it's the third biggest city in Sweden, in a small little Systembolaget in a random suburb. Ain't life strange? So without further ado, cheers. Oh man, oh it's lovely. It's lovely. First thing that pops into my head is almost like, did you ever have Campinas when you were a kid? I'm talking about those little strawberries and cream little lozenges, almost like Werther's Originals, but strawberries and cream. They did one of them which was peaches and cream, and they did one that was like a tropical fruit and cream one. And this is a tropical fruit and cream one. It's super velvety on the tongue. It has this lovely mouthfeel, this smooth carbonation. The flavours, those tropical flavours, are so dense and juicy that it could be like a mango smoothie. It could be a tropical fruit smoothie. It's despite having just a few months on it, you know, and a few months isn't going to let the aromas and flavours dissipate too much. It still has just the freshest kind of pick up a hot kernel and smell it and shove it in your mouth flavour. It tastes so fresh and floral and herby, and the mintiness kind of pops its head, raises its head at the back of the palate too. And it's another beer that has this amazing caramel and toffee malt flavour to it. I had Nebuchadnezzar. It was one of the last reviews we did in Copenhagen. Sorry, in Malmö, in the Bishop's Arms. In the Bishop's Arms, yes, I'm going to say the Bishop's Arms, and it has a very similar malt bill to that, I would assume. And it's a fantastic malt bill because it just seems to flow easily and cascade easily into the tropical fruit sort of flavours, which is what I suggest both. So, well, this has got more tropical fruits. Nebuchadnezzar had more. It was much more orangey, but this is flipping fantastic. It really is nice. I haven't mentioned ABV actually. It is 7.5%, so we'd probably call it a double IPA in England. I know Stone Brew Nation's double IPA is same-ish percentage as this, but it's such a good full-strength IPA, and it is easily one of my favourite styles. There we go. It's a bit more cloudy now. Let's give it a shot with some yeast in. Oh man, it's moments like this in life where if I lived in Tampa I could just have this every single bloody day, but I can't, so I have to make do with Jaipur and Cannonball and things like that instead. Thumbs up to me Yorkshire fellas. It's amazing, it's amazing, it's easy 9.5 out of 10. It's another absolutely stonking and phenomenal American IPA. It's got a reputation. It deserves a reputation because it's blooming gorgeous. I don't think there's anything more I can say about it really. I am going to be so happy. I'm going to drink this and just curl up in a ball and be extremely happy despite having to have come back from my holiday. So there you go from Bear Beer Reviews. Thank you for joining me and listening to me ramble on about Alai. It's magnificent. And please like, favourite, comment and subscribe. Until next time, cheers.